What's the vibes, y'all? It's the host, Max So Wavy, and I am back with episode 27, I believe this is. Yeah, 27 or 28, and maybe 28, because I'm gonna probably count the live episode that I did as an episode in itself. But however, I have a great guest. I have an amazing guest that I'm excited to introduce. Go ahead, tell me your name.
Sierra Elise.
Yeah, let's go. Let's get it. This one's a little, I don't want to say personal, but I do know you.
Close
I know
to home.
it's close to home. It's close to
Yeah.
home. This is like almost like a throwback Thursday kind of
Right.
episode thing going on. You feel me? So I'm actually excited to get into it. Everybody that's listening, welcome to another episode of Sorry for What. Everybody that's watching, what's good, y'all? Y'all see the vibes? I'm back in a different location than I have been in the last few episodes. So yeah, let's get straight into it, man. How you been?
I've been good.
You've been good? You've been good? You've been excellent?
That show was dope.
The show was dope,
That
Anybody
show was
watching,
dope.
anybody who's been like, who tunes in, like my frequent listeners, y'all know that I just did a live event. Y'all see me on social media, so y'all seen that I just did that, and it was fucking fire.
It was the best show I've
that you've had. How many shows have you? I'm sure you've done enough shows. So how many shows have you had?
Honestly, I don't even know. It's been quite a few. We just started doing shows.
Okay.
This past October. So it hasn't even been a year that I've been doing shows, but it seems
Right.
like we'll have like some back to back, maybe like 9 or 10.
9 or 10, and this is still one of the best months, which is great though.
It was because the thing was engagement.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like
Yes.
I've been to some shows, which mind you, as an independent artist, new up and coming artist, like in most cases,
Right.
there's people in the crowd that aren't familiar with
Yeah.
me yet. So
and then when they're not familiar, they're not active, and that makes
Right.
the show 20 times harder.
oh
so.
my God,
Yeah,
yes.
for sure,
So
for
to
sure.
be able to perform and then sit down with you,
Right.
and like actually introduce myself to these
Facts,
people, it was
facts.
dope. It was dope.
I feel like too, a lot of these show setups are based off of how the industry used to be, where it's like the world used to be. The world used to be a different way, a different
Right.
place. Now it's like it goes more into just your sound and how, you know what I'm saying, like
Yeah.
your performance. People want to kind of know you, so
Exactly.
sitting down with the artist after the fact, it makes people tune in a little bit more because they're like, oh, okay, I fucked with her, but let me see
Right.
how this goes and how this
Right.
goes. So I think that show was dope because it gave artists a real life chance, a real
Yeah.
life experience to expose themselves. And you did great. I think
Thank
you did
you.
fantastic. Your
Thank
voice
you.
still sounds fantastic.
Thank
I know
you.
some of you guys may not know. I'm gonna let her get into it, but I know her from high school, and she
Yes.
literally could always sing. I second that. So I thought it was dope to really like see it live and everything. And you write your own songs, right? From what I'm understanding.
Yes, so I do write majority, especially of my first songs that I wrote that I put out. Most of my most recent work, I actually have a co-writer, Boss Brody. He's
Okay.
a artist out of Tampa, Florida.
Okay.
Yep. So
Okay.
he's behind a lot
With
of
the
my writing
co-writing
as well.
and bro, writing for R&B, like I can write, I can rap, but writing for R&B singers is hard. Like it's a hard way to tell a story, and you have to hear music in a different way. I think
Right.
as an R&B artist, than you have to as a rapper.
Yep.
So it makes it pretty hard, but you did good. And also, I want to say, writing and singing is one thing, but to really be able to transform it onto stage, that's pretty dope. Do you feel like you had to learn how to do that, or do you feel like it's just kind of like natural with the talent?
It was definitely just like activation. Like soon as you're in front of a camera or in front of a mic, like it's just like
Right.
like what I'm supposed to be doing.
I got you,
know, so.
150%. I
yeah.
do. I get you. So is there anything out? So let me just say this, because typically we go through hot topics, but I just fuck it. I feel like I want to get straight to the good
Okay.
parts with it. Did you take any long routes where there was points where you weren't doing music? When you weren't doing music, what was it that you were doing? Like, did you have to find your way back to it? Is it something you always knew you wanted to do, or like?
I mean, yeah, it's definitely something I always knew that I wanted to do. There was a moment in time where things paused for me.
Okay.
And it was just, getting into adulthood
Yeah,
and, like trying to figure out how you're going to make money, like what's going to be your career and, going back to college.
Facts.
So it was like, there was a lot of those things. And then like a lot of people don't know, well, really no one knows, really as far as like my followers and supporters and things like that. But I lost a daughter.
Oh,
So
okay.
when I lost my
I'm sorry to hear
daughter,
that. Sorry to hear that. Yeah.
God's got a plan. And I think from that point, like, I don't even think I sang in the shower.
Wow.
And
And that's the most common place people. I even sing in
Yeah,
the shower. I'm not gonna hold you. I can't sing worth a shit, but I let it go in the shower though. So that's kind of yeah.
yeah, so I didn't sing. I didn't
Yeah.
sing anymore.
Wow.
And, you know, went through some depression and anxiety and just losing myself,
Right.
truthfully. Because the same week that I lost my daughter, I lost my brother. So my brother passed away on August 2nd, and then 5 days later, we were getting ready for my brother's funeral, and my daughter was unresponsive.
Wow.
So I didn't make it to my brother's funeral. This is the first time I'm sharing this.
This is crazy. This is crazy. That's what I'm saying. This is crazy.
Like, I love it.
Right,
know what
right.
I
But you
mean?
got to get it out. And sometimes getting it out makes
Yeah.
it feel like
Right.
like a breath of fresh air, like a
Right.
I can finally breathe kind of thing. So yeah,
Right.
for sure.
So yeah, like once I got through those struggles, and really just like honing in on what would they want to see from me,
Right.
you know, and because I know this wouldn't be it.
Right.
So went through, you know, the hardships and finally just started writing again.
Right.
You know,
It's finding your way.
and-
It's finding your way back. Like it's
Yeah.
like what did people say? It's like a light at the end of the tunnel kind of
Yeah.
thing. Yeah, right. I sharing that though, with you sharing that with me. I lost my brother too. 2021, top of 2021 February. I lost my brother, and it was the same thing for me. Like it was like I didn't know what I was gonna do in my life. Like
Yeah.
I was just. He was my person, so it's like for me, it's like, what am I gonna do now going forward without him? Everything I had planned with him.
Right.
So I know exactly what you mean. I didn't do much of anything after the fact. And finding your way through that, like, it when you get to the end, it's like, okay, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's never like a easy, like, okay,
Nope.
I'm good. It's day by day, literally. But when you do finally make it to that point where you can, like, where you're understanding and you take that breath of fresh air,
Yep.
it's definitely,
Turn
I
that
can
pain
understand.
into
Right.
fuel.
Right, absolutely.
fuel,
Absolutely. And
literally.
that's really what you got to
Yep.
do. And when you're going through it and people tell you that, like, bro, you just got to find a way through it. It sounds insane. It sounds almost insensitive.
It's like, I just want you to be quiet.
Yeah,
right
like,
now.
shut the fuck up. You don't
Right.
know what I'm going
Exactly.
through. But like, at the same time,
true.
it's really
Yeah.
some of the best advice a person could give you. So
Yeah.
yeah, no, I'm sorry that you had to go through that, and I know it's never easy. So prayers with you, but you're making it look good. For what it's
Thank
worth.
you.
If you wouldn't have said that to me, I wouldn't have known that, because
Yeah.
your energy's good, your energy's pure. You know what I'm saying? So I'm
It's been a long road. So.
yeah, it's been a long road for real, and I'm sure it'll be worth it. I'm sure it'll be worth it somehow, some way. I know chasing the music is hard though. I go into that because I was an artist before I was doing the podcasting,
Right.
and I don't want to say was, because I feel like when you are an artist, that's just something
Always.
that's always
Yep.
in you. It doesn't matter how the break goes or
Right.
what it is, right?
Exactly.
But being an artist was hard for me because I hate performing.
Okay.
I'm I'm Mr. like cool, calm, collective. I don't really do
Right.
the like performing extravaganzas, right? Like
Right.
I'm like this. I like this. I like talking. I like being myself. I
Right.
like being relaxed. I like being laid back. So
Right.
how's performing for you? Like how did you?
I love it. Like, I do. Like, there's something about it. Like, it's getting ready for shows. I'm always like, oh my gosh, like, I'm going to be
Right.
late. Like, I got so much to do. Like, because a lot goes into those performances. but
Absolutely.
as soon as it's over, I'm just like, oh, like, I want to do it
I wanna do it again.
I want to run it back. Like, rewind time. I do. I love performing.
Yeah, nah, that was one of my weakest positions as an artist. Like, I hated performing. I'm not gonna lie, it's just not my thing. Like I said, I'm like,
Right.
and I'm borderline shy. Like, I don't want to say like I am shy, because I'm
Right.
not, but I am in a sense. Like, I don't really like.
And I get nervous.
If you don't talk to me, I won't talk to you. So
Right.
I'm not shy, but like I'm not necessarily the most outspoken either.
Right.
So at the show you performed 2 songs,
Yeah.
right? What? Tell me the 2 songs again. You already told me, but just refresh my memory a little bit.
So, first I performed "I Want You,"
Yes.
and then
Which, just for the people at home that are watching or listening, 2 weeks ago they hit like what 14? It hit 14,000 views. You just dropped it 2 weeks
Yeah.
ago and hit 14,000 views.
yeah,
The video.
It's 15 now.
15 now.
Yeah, like,
Listen,
it's-
your manager told me 14,000 today. So that means that
Literally,
between 5
yes.
o'clock or 1:30 when she told me to right now, and that it's at 15,000.
Right.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. And the song sounds fantastic.
Thank you.
I didn't get a chance to tap into the video because my day's been like completely
It's
insane.
okay.
But the song is dope. I did
Thank
listen.
you.
And 15,000 is fire. So tell me
Yeah.
about the song. Tell me about that. Tell me about it.
So I wrote the song probably about 3 years ago.
Okay.
And
Okay.
I just didn't really do anything with it. You know, it was one of those ones where I recorded it, I loved it, but then I just started working on, you know, other things, and then
other
I kind of
things.
you forget about, you know, your little golden token,
Right.
you know, under the couch.
Understandable.
So it was like once we decided to put out an EP, like I really wanted to be strategic. I didn't want to give too much, right? Because right now, like I'm working on building my fan base, you know.
Okay.
So, like I just wanted something enough to kind of highlight my range and my different ways of talent. So I just did 5 songs. And then it's called Phases. So essentially each song...
Which is a fire title. You told me that before too, and that sat with me. Phases is a dope title.
And so each song goes through like a different phase of love.
Okay.
So, from like some toxicity to, like butterflies, like heartbreak, it goes through it all. But I Want You is the first single. And so we just dropped that music video visual. And the people love it.
And the people love it. Yeah, it was a good song. Even the crowd the day you performed, people were really, really into it. The DJ, shout out DJ Plug. He was really good at setting up the crowd for your intro, like when he transitioned into the music and everything like that.
Because a lot of DJs don't do that. So
they don't.
DJ Plug, like, shout out to you, because a lot of DJs won't do that. Like I've performed at a lot of places that are predominantly hip hop.
Right.
So here I come, and it's just like, now mind you, I don't mind it because it's like, whoa, like breath of fresh air.
Oh, okay, cool, cool.
But then also sometimes going from like everybody's turn to like me performing, they're like,
it's like
where did this come from?
It could be a downer in a scene of
exactly. So when DJ Plug like started playing Fantasia and like like it even
he was with it. Because I requested a song. He's like, look, I can't play it right now because the next person coming up is R&B. Like, you feel me? Like, I got to do this. I got to do that. So he set it up great. And what was the second song you performed?
In My Fields.
In My Fields. Okay, that's what I thought.
Yep,
that's what I
the
thought
second
too.
song
I'm like,
on the EP.
Okay. Okay. Perfect. I'm getting the EP pulled up. I'm gonna play a little bit of I Want You for the people at home that are listening that can't necessarily pull it up themselves. I'm gonna play some of that. Give me 1 second. No auto. Is this auto-tuned at all? It sounds dumb natural. That's why I'm asking.
So my voice has a strong vibrato. So that's when it's like,
okay.
So like when we do auto-tune, it has to be very light.
Very light, right.
It's like I sound like a robot.
And the reason I say that is because a lot of auto-tune, like I said, even being an artist, a lot of my auto-tune sounds like it's auto-tune. Like it sounds like, it sounds like a, you know what I'm saying, like a robot. Your shit don't sound like that. Your shit sounds a lot like I'm listening to you sing it right here, right now. So, okay, I'm going to play a little bit more, get through a little bit more. And the flow switch up. Hello. Yes. I know y'all heard that. Hello. Did you hear the flow switch up? Fire. I fuck with it. I fuck with it. Nah. Make sure y'all go get that because that sounds beautiful.
Thank you.
So you said the idea of it was to go through different phases of love, right? What do you think is your favorite phase of love?
The best one, the forever. Like, honestly, I feel like the way love is set up today, it's almost non-existent.
Yeah.
And it really sucks, and mind you, everybody has growing to do, but I think the fact that we need to grow up is lost.
Yeah.
So like when you're in a relationship and you can really be like monogamous, and
which is
loyal.
Do y'all hear that? Monogamous, because I just got to touch on that. This fucking generation has no idea what monogamy is. Everything is like outside situationship. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. And we thought it was bad back then. This shit is even worse now.
But because it's like, it's not even expected anymore.
Facts.
Like it's not even an expectation. Like the men don't want to be locked down. So they like, do you, shoddy. And then like the girls don't want to be locked down. They like, give me that money.
In our generation, it was like almost like, and not that we're old. I ain't saying it like that because we're definitely not old. For people that are at home, because every time I say that, people think that I'm like old as fuck. I'm definitely not old. Like I'm not pushing like anything like that. Right. But I'm definitely no longer like young nigga. Like you cross that stage where it's like I'm not like a young nigga, but I'm definitely not an old nigga. But it was the women of our time. I think were different.
It was, and I think that's the thing too, because like even like being, you know, like I was the only girl, like I had all brothers, you know, so like my dad was very tough. Um, so it was like when we got in trouble, like I had to go run laps in the backyard. I had to do push-ups with the boys. Like
Wow,
like
right.
I was one of the boys. You know
Right.
what I mean? So it was like once I started like wanting to feel like love,
Yeah.
like I was so lost. Like I was so lost. And it was like when you're a young girl and like you're looking for love, like it's almost like you'll take it in from anywhere. You
It's
know?
true.
And
It's the true thing.
like just hoping that like one of these will be it.
We'll be the one. Right.
Right, you know? So it's like I feel like back when we were in school, I feel like it was more. Now mind you, there's always, you know, some girls who don't care about love and
Facts.
you
Facts.
know,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
but like I've always been a hopeless romantic, and like, oh god, you know. So it's like kind of growing up into a space of like I just want one person.
Yeah.
Like I just want to have one person that fulfills me 100%.
Facts.
You know, and you don't have to. And it's crazy because it exists. It actually
It
is
does
real.
exist. It's
a
real.
real thing,
It
people.
is. It is.
Like I don't know like what y'all think in your head, but it actually is. And it's
100%.
based on what you and your partner want.
Mm-hmm.
Like it doesn't matter what you've done in the past, what your partner did in the past. If you decide right now today, like, you know what?
This is
like
what I wanna do.
This
This
is
is where I'm
tiring.
at.
Like
Yeah.
I'm stressed. Like I just want to live and grow old and like make money and live a happy life. Like it's crazy how great life can be.
How
with
great
one
life could be.
partner.
Just that simple. Just that simple, bro.
Yeah.
But it's like everything now is so focused on immediate fulfillment, if that makes sense. Like
Yep.
everybody wants immediate like satisfaction,
Self-satisfaction.
like right away, right
Yep.
here, right now. Nobody wants to work for anything anymore. Like my parents are married, right? And when I asked them
Same.
like what is it that y'all did to make it last? And they just said we just worked for it. Like we just knew that we wanted to be together. Like
Yep.
and that's really all it takes.
Yeah.
You know, now it's just but
As soon as
also
it's hard, they're done.
they're done. But I also asked my mom and dad, do they think they could have been together in a time that we are in a
Like
time of
this.
social media, in a
Right.
time where everything, and even my mom says, I don't think me and your dad would have made it through a social media time because
Right.
it's a real thing. Like it's
Yeah.
a whole different way of life. Like the
Yeah.
cell phones, everything being at the push of a button,
Yep.
or
Temptation.
temptation at
Yep.
the 80-20 rule. Like you're
Yeah.
mad at your girl, your man, and then you pick up the phone and it's someone that looks
Yep.
like they're doing those same things to the
Yep,
surface,
exactly.
but that's really not what
Yep.
it is. You feel what I'm saying? So like
And that's so crazy you said the 80-20 because
it's an 80-20 thing.
that's
it is.
wild.
I
Because
had an episode about that. It's a real thing. It's a real
I
thing.
need to see that because
Yeah.
that's something that literally it took me really growing up to realize.
Right.
Like you see this 20% in someone that you're like, ugh, it's so annoying. Like I can't stand them. And so you go look for that 20 because you see it and it looks so
Right.
great, like a glass of
Right.
water, like in this Florida weather right now.
Right.
But then you get it, and that's all they got.
And that's all they got.
That's all they got.
All they got is everything
Oh.
your man don't have and
my
nothing
God.
that your man or your girl
Exactly.
does have. And it just is like
Yep.
you send now you look like an asshole.
Yep.
Now you gotta backtrack, but
Yep.
your
'Cause people don't
80%
wanna
is
teach.
gone on your ass right now.
People are not willing to teach
Yeah.
their partner.
Yeah.
I want to learn. I have to
Yeah.
learn. How can I truly fulfill you if I don't know what it takes?
If I don't know what it takes,
But
facts.
if you want to be with me and I
Facts.
want to be with you, like I'm gonna tell you, like babe, like you know,
Let's
I don't
do
really
this,
like
let's do that,
this,
yeah.
or I really like this, you
Right.
know, and that shouldn't start an argument.
Yeah, that's a fact.
But-
What's your sign, if you don't mind me asking?
Aquarius,
Aquarius.
Yeah.
Birthday. Tell me your birthday.
January 28th.
January 28th. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. I asked because I'm big on zodiacs. Like I'm big on
Okay.
like what a person is like,
Right.
and not that makes a person, but I
Right.
think that every sign has like
Yeah.
some of the similarities, if that makes sense. So okay, all right, that makes all the sense in the world. Are you in a relationship currently? And not in kind of sort of. You don't have to answer if you don't want. If you're like none of your fucking business. The show's called Sorry for What, so you can say whatever the fuck you want. I'm not gonna take it personal. I'm only asking because you just seem like I don't want to say like you got it figured out. I think we're all figuring it out. But you
Right.
just seem
I'm
like
still
clear
learning.
level. You're still
I'm
learning.
still learning.
Okay,
I'm still
understandable.
learning.
Completely understandable. Yeah, no, I'm a I've learned someone told me today that I'm a relationship person. They're like, every time I know you, you're in a relationship, and I'm like, I started laughing, and I'm like, kinda, like I'm kind of a relationship person, so that's funny to me. But I just feel like through the times, relationships get harder,
Yeah.
in a sense of a way. But it's because times are changing. So you saying
Right.
that, like, you know, learning your partner and like this and
Yeah.
that, and not being ready to go as soon as something don't go your way. So it's
Right.
like, yeah, that's dope. I get that.
And also being private
Yes,
and keeping your business.
I think that
your
100%
business.
too.
That is lost.
What's your
today.
business is your business.
Right. Like,
150
and I think that's one of the
fucking
biggest
percent.
things. I scroll through like Facebook or Instagram and all I see is drama.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Facts.
people talking.
Especially on Facebook.
Yeah,
That's like
people
that's all that's
talking
on
about
there.
their partner and like putting all the business out.
Facts.
Like,
Facts.
I mean, it's just some things. What I've learned is protect what you love, protect what you care about.
Facts. It's sacred.
Everything.
It's sacred. Got to keep it close to your heart.
You don't even know. I like go so many places with my family.
Right.
Who knows?
Who knows? Facts.
You know what I
Facts.
mean? Like,
And that's what I'm saying. We're in a world of everybody's flexing, stunting, doing this,
Yep.
doing that. They gotta show you this and show you that.
Yep.
Like it's just a weird thing.
Yeah.
It's just a weird place.
No, I'll share some things,
Right,
and
right.
then on birthdays or
Right.
stuff like that. But everything I do, I'm always taking videos and
Yes.
recording, but because they're in my phone.
Right.
You
And
know
it's
what
for
I mean?
you. It's for you
Right,
and
you
your
know?
experience and your
I
memories.
just, people gotta learn to keep some things.
Right,
You know, because I
right.
feel like everybody's just like watered down. You know,
Facts. Everybody is also an example of somebody else. I feel like
Yeah.
everybody's just a replica of another person. No one's really
Yeah.
trying to be themselves in the weirdest way. Even in the music
Oh
industry,
yeah.
so much people all we got is another little baby, another this,
yeah.
another that, another this,
Right.
another that. No one's really like themselves of
Right.
anything, you know. So it's like,
Exactly.
in a time like this, it's very, very, very important. I feel like
Right.
to be yourself. So, real quick, I'm looking at your discography. I think that's how you say that. Don't
Okay.
kill me if I'm saying that wrong. I might be saying that wrong. Just bear with me, bro. I don't know, but it looks like you just started putting music on everywhere since in 2022.
Yep.
So it starts with Need It. What was the click? Like, I'm going to put this. I know you just explained, like, what made you start singing again. But,
Yeah.
like, okay, even if you're singing, like, you start singing in the shower, you start, you know, you
Right.
get back into it. What was like, you know what? I think I'm really going to, like, do this for real. Like, not just, like, because I love it, but because I'm really actually good at this shit.
Yeah. I think it was a transformation time in my life. I had just got out of a long-term relationship, and
Okay.
I didn't remember Sierra. You know, like I had forgot who Sierra was.
Some real
And
shit. Some real
so
shit, seriously.
It took me some digging, because once again, you know, after the loss of, you know, my brother and then my daughter and then my, you know, my relationship.
Then your relationship, yeah, of course.
It was just like I had enough loss.
Right.
And I was just sulking in it. It was disgusting.
Just like on you. It's on
Yeah,
you. Yeah, yeah.
you know, and
it's in
I-
how you dress, how you look,
Yeah.
how you like appear.
Yeah.
Like, I get that 100%.
I had gave up. I
Yeah.
gave up. And then really, like, God just started bringing joy into my life, truthfully. And I decided that on my brother's birthday, I was going to put out my first song.
So that's when you did it.
And
that's
that's what I
Need
did.
It? Need
Yep.
It? Is that, okay, because I'm about to say, that's what it
Yep.
shows is the first song.
Yep.
Need It. Got it.
June
And
1st.
June 1st. June
So
1st.
just-
Okay.
Just a month over a year ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Perfect. Let's play a little bit of that song just to see what it was about. We still good on time? Still good on time? Okay. Just want to make sure. Got to ask that. 2 minutes? 2 minutes? Okay. Cool. So I'm going to play a little bit of the song real quick. That should be all the time that we need. My internet is connecting. It's slowly but surely. It's doing its thing. And when you pick your song titles, how did you pick your song title? Like, how did you pick Need It? Before I go into it, if you can tell me.
It's
Like,
typically the first thing I hear when I hear the beat, and
Okay.
that's how I write the song.
okay.
So, yeah.
And how do you do your beat selection? Like, where are you coming up with your beats at?
So it really just depends. Like, people send me beats all the time. Some of them like are good, some of them aren't that great. But I listen to all of them. I listen. So
You listen
can
to
keep
all of them
sending.
through?
Yeah,
Okay.
let's partner.
Right.
Yeah.
No. Send the beats for sure. You got to send the beats. You got to.
Right.
Even if, you know what I'm saying? Like, when I was doing the music heavy, my email, even now, if I pull it
Right.
up, like, bro, flooded with beats. Like, I sent you this, I sent you
Right.
that. Like, it goes
Yeah.
crazy. All right, so my internet is acting like a complete asshole on me right now. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go into this quick little break, and then we'll be right back with some more video and you know, get deeper into this interview, man. I hope you guys are enjoying it so far. I'm having a great time. You having a good time?
Yes.
All Yeah, all right.
So much fun.
All right, y'all. We'll be right back. All right, y'all. We are back. We are back. Thank y'all for staying tuned for that quick commercial break. We were on the song, I believe, really quick before we left. It was the Needed song, right? I got my Wi-Fi working. I played a little bit of it, so I'm gonna just go back a little bit to let the people hear it. Because this was the first song you said you recorded after the fact, right? Okay, perfect.
The first song I released.
Right. Released. Okay, not recorded, released. Okay. I love when I can hear instruments. Like I'm an instrumental
Oh my god.
person. It's fun.
This song is so
You can't really sing for real though. Seriously.
Thank you.
A lot of people can't sing. It's like, bro, I'm not gonna lie. I hate the bad singing. The bad rapping is one thing.
Right.
Oh, you know what I'm saying? For everybody
I feel
listening.
like everybody's bad rappers these days, so it's just like, oh, this must be what good sounds like.
It's like even the good rappers are rapping bad because it
On
sounds
purpose.
good. On purpose.
On
Like you can
purpose.
really rap. Like why would you say this if you can really
Right.
do that, right? But it's in. That's what's in right now.
Right.
But yeah, like sound effects. That's what I say. That's
Literally.
And niggas is like, oh my god. Oh, did you hear that? That nigga just said who? Like it's just the craziest shit, right? So like when you can actually sing for real or like do something for real, like you can actually sing for real. It sounds
you.
good. So that's actually that's dope. It's good to see that still exists. Like I said.
Thank you.
You know what I noticed? One of the first things I noticed, and not even in a bad way, is the growth from this song to this song. I just like from the very first song to this song, and just that time frame from this says May 30th, 2022. So.
Oh yeah, because I uploaded it and I thought the stores were gonna take a day.
But they did it instantly. Who's your distributor?
They took it right away. DistroKid.
DistroKid, really? Normally
Yeah.
DistroKid take. That's what I was using, but they normally take a day or two.
Everybody told me like, oh, it's gonna take so long. When I tell you, I don't know what it is, but Jesus, because every time I drop a song, like it's 12 hours.
Now I'm not gonna lie to you. As a person who uses DistroKid, that's my distributor. I was gonna switch to United Masters because I hate the concept of having to wait. If I upload it here, like I shouldn't have to wait till here. Like so, there was times that I would say a song coming out Friday, I will upload on Wednesday, and the song don't drop till Saturday. So like people are
And
like,
that's
"Where's the song?"
wild. Maybe I don't know. I want to say maybe they've like updated or something,
Maybe, yeah.
but I don't think that's true because literally like I've like uploaded with somebody who's uploading, and like literally I wake up in the morning and it's in stores.
It's there, which is great. That's honestly just good luck in God, like you said,
Right.
because it takes man long, but
That's crazy.
that's dope. But either way, the growth in it in just a little bit over a year is fantastic. It sounds more mastered. It sounds more practiced. And then I seen a clip of you. You were on another podcast, right? Not too long ago. I think you were.
We Are Florida. Yeah.
And you said that you hired dancers for a show,
Yeah.
which is I thought that was dope because
Yeah.
I've never seen that. Like I've never seen anyone do like an open mic or like something.
Yeah, I
where
don't
they
play.
take it into consideration where you hired a dancer.
Right.
So tell me how that experience was. Were you dancing with them? Did you have to learn their dance moves? Like,
Yes.
how did that go?
Yeah, so my first show out the bat. Is that the how they say it? Out the bat?
I don't know if it's
Off the bat?
or off the bat.
Off the bat.
I say off the rip to keep
Off
it
the rip?
off
Okay,
the rip to
okay.
keep it just
All right.
to keep it safe because I don't really know what they're saying.
Right,
so
okay,
that's
so
what I said.
off the rip.
Okay.
Yeah, I had my first show and I was just like, you know what? Like, I'm not playing no games. Like, I want to do this for real. I don't want to do this for play.
Right.
So I need people to take me serious.
Absolutely.
So, like, I had not performed at all, you know, in my career coming now. And I was just like, I need dancers, period. And so, lucky for me, her name is Arlisha Bell.
Okay.
So she went to Lakeland.
Okay.
Harrison.
I feel like the name-
Harrison.
I
Yeah,
was
she
gonna
does
say that
booty
name
blast. Shout
is-
out. She does booty blast classes in Lakeland. So if you want to get like your like Meg the Stallion needs, definitely link up
All right,
with
bet.
Lychee Lou. So it's called Booty Blast, and it's a class.
And what's her name? How do I find it on Facebook?
Facebook. See,
Or
her name
Instagram,
is
too.
Arlisha Bell.
Okay,
because
I'll look it up. Okay.
she's my family.
Oh, okay.
But okay, so Facebook, yeah, let's lock her in.
Let's see. But
Facebook is
continue on.
Leechy Lou, so Leechy.
Okay, hold on.
CHY.
Okay, I see. It popped up. That was like
Yep.
the first thing that popped up for me.
Yeah, so she does booty blast classes. So, and I always seen her, mind you, she's been a dancer like pretty much her entire life.
Okay.
So I hadn't spoken to her in a while, and it's terrible because sometimes that happens with family, you know. And I just reached out to her, and that's the best part about family too, because like when people
don't take
love
it
you,
personally, and they love you, they
right? When
fuck with
people
you,
love
right.
you for real, like they
Right.
love you no matter how much time or space is in between.
Facts.
So I just hit her up, and I was like, hey, like I need dancers, I need choreography. Like, what can you do? I was like, send me an invoice of what it's gonna take. And so she sent it to me, and I was just like, I was scared.
Right.
I was scared because I'm like, now mind you, it wasn't cheap. You
Yeah,
know what I
of
mean?
course, yeah.
But like, I was still scared because
Yeah.
I'm like, how much is this gonna cost?
How much is it gonna cost me? Am I gonna pay this money to be able to do it? Like, it's so much stuff. Like, am I gonna be fucking tired? Like, what are they gonna look like? It's like it
Exactly.
comes,
Yeah.
so much
So,
goes into it.
because I knew nothing, but I knew enough to say, okay, this is minimally what I need. I need outfits. I need dancers. I need choreography. So luckily, she does choreography, and she actually works at a dance studio as
fire,
well.
fire.
She, like I said, she does the booty blast
Yeah.
classes, so she actually has like students. Well, they're grown, you know.
Right,
so-
right. But people who come in and
Right,
interact,
exactly.
yeah, of course.
Who are dancers as well.
Right.
So she brought her name's Elise, and she's one of my other dancers you see in some of my videos as well. And like they just did the damn thing.
Okay.
Like, and I did have to go to rehearsals.
Right.
And I'm not gonna lie, like I've mentioned this before, I hate wearing heels. And so my first dance rehearsal, I acted like I forgot them when I knew good and damn well I didn't wear them. So, and
That's hard though. Dancing, bro. Women, and I hate to say when I say women, because people be like, "You're a girl, like,
No,
you're
I
a girl." Like I know that. Before y'all motherfuckers, like everybody listening at home, before y'all come for me, bro, relax. I'm not saying that I'm a nigga
The
or
girly
anything
girl.
like that.
The
but
girly girl.
for the women that really do this shit, I guess for the bad bitches, like who really do this shit for real. I'm not like that. I'm not a bad bitch. I'm a girl, but I'm a real nigga at the same time. So it's like
Right.
that shit is hard though. Like the
Yeah.
heels, then you still gotta sing, then you gotta dance.
Oh my God.
And you gotta be like sexy and shit like that.
Right.
Really, when you're a rapper or a nigga, you just gotta have
Yeah,
the bag.
you can just-
Dreads and some money, you straight, my nigga. That's all you need is
Right.
dreads in a bag and you good, my nigga. And if you got half of that,
Right.
they gonna fuck with you. So
Right.
that's a little hard. That's a little hard, I can imagine.
yeah, so I mean, going through the rehearsals, like my first rehearsal, I bucked. I did, but then I was like, you know what? Reality set in. Like, if you fall because you kept forgetting
Right,
your
right,
heels, like I'm gonna be upset. With
Right.
you. That's what I was telling myself. I talk to myself sometimes.
Yeah, no,
So-
you got to. You got to talk yourself through that shit.
Right.
You gotta talk yourself through it.
So I went through the rehearsals. We finally got to our show. We did like a little quick rehearsal outside of the venue. Went in, and when I tell you, like, this is what I'm supposed to be doing.
Right.
In that moment, like seeing everyone and like hearing people, like I was like,
It's like, oh shit, this is dope.
what? Like
This
they
is dope,
like
yeah.
me. Like I'm good.
Right.
I'm good, because mind you, like, I don't care how like good you are, like when you're stepping into something, you question yourself. You have
course,
doubts.
of course.
You know, and even still, like I still am working, like I'm not the best, you know what I mean? But like I'm the best for where I'm at.
Right,
You know what I'm
right.
saying? Like, and I'm only gonna get better.
And it's only up from here.
Exactly,
Facts.
you know? So I was just like, I love this. Like I genuinely in my soul love
this shit.
This shit.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts. And that's the dopest thing. When you love the shit, you can't leave it alone.
Yeah.
It's like a drug almost. It's like, bro,
Literally.
I gotta have this shit. I gotta
Yep.
be able to do this shit. I gotta be able to create. I gotta be able to do that. So
Yep.
shout out to, where was that first show at? Where was it?
That was in Tampa. It was in Tampa. I can't remember the venue. I don't remember the venue. But it was in Tampa.
Well,
I,
in
I
Tampa.
wish I knew the venue.
Okay. All right. Which is still dope. Tampa has
But
a
yeah,
lot of
it
good
was.
things.
Oh, it was Tampa. Orlando invades Tampa.
Orlando invades Tampa. Okay. I'm
Yeah.
understanding.
So,
I'm understanding.
so yeah, it was my now manager, Daisha. She does. She puts on showcases all the time.
Right, right.
And she brought me out.
Right. Well, shout out to Daisha. She ran down on me at the show at the event.
Right.
And she was like, yo, my artist wants to come on the show or whatever. And I'm like, okay, who's your artist? And she's like, Sierra. And she points. I'm like, she couldn't fuck. I'm like, yo, she couldn't come on here and ask me herself. That's the same thing. That's the first thing I said. I said, bro, I'm gonna go over there.
No,
she came and asked me.
First of all, no, because, but the thing was, like, I saw the podcast, but I didn't realize that it was you.
Right, it's been a while.
I didn't realize it was you. And mind you, like, I'm not a starer.
Right.
You know what I mean? Right. So, like, I may see somebody and then, like, I don't know. Okay. So, like, even when she brought, because she told me, she was like, oh, I'm going to go get her now. And I was like, okay, great. So, whenever she brought you, I'm like,
what the fuck? That's what I said. I'm like, hey, you ever seen that Spider-Man meme? And it's like a whole bunch of different Spider-Mans and they're all pointing at each other.
Right. I'm
like, bro, you could have came and asked me. So, yeah, shout out to the manager. You got a good manager. Just even if we didn't know each other, like, just the energy and how persistent, ever since the show, like, in my DMs, like, sending me shit. Like, and
she's on it.
I suck at responding to DMs sometimes because, like, in real life, I work, like, 2 jobs and do this and do that. So I'll be all over. But, like, dedicated, believes in your craft, like, dedicated. Shout out to the manager because she's dead ass about this shit. So definitely shout out to the manager. Speaking of that, one of the conversations that me and her had, she said that she was trying to get you a little bit more known in the city, like in Lakeland in the city. So, what do you think makes it the hardest to get support in your hometown versus anywhere else? Especially in Lakeland, specifically.
Yeah, like, I mean, I've touched on it before, and I think, like, realistically, it really just comes down to, like, people and their own personal egos. And because at the end of the day, like, I support anybody, I support everybody trying to do something great, trying to do something good, even if you've done me wrong, you know what I'm saying? But I think that's where, like, I get, some of my karma, but some people it's just hard. It's hard for them to support somebody if maybe they're not where they want to be, you know what I mean? Or if they're not, following their dreams or their passions. So instead of seeing something great that they want to contribute to and support, they get a salty taste in their mouth.
Thanks.
So it really sucks, and it's sad, you know what I mean, that is the case, because at the end of the day, like I'm good to people. Yeah. I'm good to people. Like, anybody can reach out to me, like I've been through a lot, and I try to encourage people, because I have a testimony, I have a story. And, like, I want to help people, but, I really have to just put it in God's hands, because whether it comes from my city or whether it comes from everywhere but my city, like, it's happening. Like, so I pray that, the people that I hope are there to support me, do.
That they're there, facts. So what do you think you get what city do you get? Because, as an artist, you can see your trajectory or whatever, analytics, I think. Where do you think you get the most support from?
So the most support is Tampa, Tallahassee, Jacksonville, and Atlanta.
Yeah. Atlanta is really big on, like, support, I feel like. Atlanta, I talk about this. So many people in Atlanta, so many, like, even the industry right now is based off of Atlanta. Whether it's R&B, whether it's rap, it's so much Atlanta based, but because they all help each other. Lakeland has such a crab in a barrel mentality. Like, we all want to knock somebody down. Like, if we see them winning, we don't want to, like, we want to rip apart for them or bring up horrible times for them. Like, I remember when they was doing this and when they was doing that. And that's just kind of like, it's sad because we are so talented. There is so much talent within our city that to, like, see it be distorted by hate or whatever the case may be.
Especially because we're grown. Like, I don't know, it's weird.
I think after a certain age to not fuck with somebody is kind of weird. Like for you not fucking with me for something that I did when I was 15 and I'm my age now, and it's real weird. And it's like, what are we? You know what I'm saying? Like the fact that
9 times out of 10, I don't remember.
Yeah. Like, and the fact that you're holding me to some shit I did when we were kids is like kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying? So, I think it sucks. I think it is. It is like, I will say with me personally, like with my podcast, I got more support in the podcast than I had doing music. But you know what I think it is? It's because the podcast gives people a platform to to
Right.
showcase themselves.
Right.
So people are always willing to showcase. Everyone's like
Yep.
selfish in the city.
Right.
They don't want to see nobody win before, especially before they win. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So that's kind of like a, it's
And
kind of
I
like
think
an
too, 'cause
unfortunate advice.
they support other things.
Right.
You know, like when
Right.
people are like, you know, doing lashes or hair, or, you know what I mean? So I don't want it to be like, you know, there's no support in our city, but it's just weird when it comes to music.
Right.
Mostly.
Right.
And that's where like it's the easiest to support.
Right.
I don't need your money.
Yeah.
You
I
know
just
what
need
I'm saying?
a repost. I
Like-
just need a like, maybe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shit,
you
I just
know?
need keep doing your thing.
Right.
Like sometimes, like that might just be dope. That might just be fire.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hair and lashes is probably the biggest thing in the city.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's
Right.
probably the biggest thing. I
And
think that might be the
nails.
biggest thing everywhere.
Yeah,
But-
truthfully right now.
I think that's a part of that too, is because girls run the world.
Right.
It's a whole lot easier to do lashes and makeup
Right.
because you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Everybody could do that, but when you really want to do some shit, and that's instant satisfaction.
Yeah.
Music and shit like that, that takes some time, you know. Like
Yeah.
whether people see it or not. Most artists been rapping for years, or
Right.
most singers been singing for years, and
Yeah.
they get they one like big break and
Yeah.
shit like that. So, I think that I don't know. It's just hard though. It is hard in the city. It's unfortunate though. It
Yeah.
really is unfortunate because like it's like damn, but these are the same people that'll see you and like
Right. Right.
smoke with you or drink with you or
Right.
like you know what I'm saying. Ask you your business like.
Right.
Like, yo, I ain't seen you in so long. You still do so and so. Like,
Right.
damn, nigga, you'll do that, but you won't repost my song. That's kind
Right.
of crazy. So,
Yep. And I think that's probably one of the biggest like reasons why like I don't really like I don't go out, you know what I'm saying? Like I
Facts.
don't really cuz one thing I will never do is be somewhere I'm not wanted.
yeah.
And not that I'm not wanted places, because I'm sure if I pop out, like, you know, like you said, everybody gonna be like, oh,
Right,
you know what
right,
I'm saying?
right.
But the thing is, like, I don't want fake love. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want
There's so much of that
I
these
want
days.
genuine, like,
Facts.
real love. You know what I'm saying? So it's like at the end of the day, like, I could see if my music was trash.
Not trash.
You know what I'm saying?
100% not
And I'm not being like cocky or any type of way, but like I'm grown enough to evaluate myself and say stick to your daytime
Yeah,
job.
right,
You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
Like realistically, like I work hard at this and I do well at it. So it's like it's sometimes hard for me to understand other than like some sort of personal, you know,
Facts.
vendetta.
Facts. Like, for some shit from fucking 15 years ago or some
Right.
shit. Right, yeah. So I can
Yeah.
get that. I can get that 100%. But, I mean, the sad part, though, is you don't need to make it in your city first anymore.
Right.
We're not
They
in a,
used to tell us that.
we're
all
not
the
in
time.
a place
Why did
where
they
you have
tell
to.
us that?
Yo, we're
That
not in
was
a.
dumb.
It-
Dumbest
we're-
thing I ever heard.
We're not in a place where, because before though, like most times, like when we
Yeah,
were growing
'cause
up,
yeah,
everybody
before
ran their
social
city.
media.
Like I think
Yeah.
for us, right, like growing up, the person that we had in the city that made it was like Legit.
Yeah, Legit did well.
He was the person like in
did
high
well,
school, like he
yeah.
did well, and he took over the city,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, he popped his shit.
I think that like he was the first person I heard. Him and probably Famous Kid Brick were probably like the first people that I heard.
Yeah.
And he was Famous Kid is not from Lakeland. He's from St. Pete, but
Yeah.
they're the first people that I heard from
Local
that
yeah,
were like
that we
accessible,
saw. Right.
that were on the
exactly.
radio, that had this shit turned up, right? So, but their success was within the city, you
Right.
know. But
And they're both men.
and they're both men too. It's way harder for
Yeah.
women, which that's also changing. Even in the rap game, I'm not gonna lie. Like,
But my thing is, you know, it's changing, and it's all about like, are you a viral sensation?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just being honest. Like, I'm not like in high school.
yeah,
I'm not about to pop my ass for nobody.
Right.
I'm sorry.
right.
You know what I'm
like,
saying? Like,
I'm not waking up to make content.
You know what I'm saying?
Like
Like,
that's not my thing.
And I'm not gonna lie, like I wish like sometimes I do wish like I was still immature. You know what I mean? Like
Or that we had
be-
these like if TikTok was around when
No,
we
nope,
were
I'm
in
glad
school,
nope, mm-mm.
it's like I'm scared. If it would have
No.
been, it would have been scary.
No.
But just think about how much shit would have went viral though. If TikTok was
No.
around,
Yeah.
when I was in high school, I would already be rich. I don't know if I would necessarily be
No.
rich for the right things.
Exactly. That's what
I don't know.
I don't want that.
I don't know what I would be rich
I
for.
don't want to be rich and famous for the wrong thing.
But it's
So-
like, if we had that, but also though, we would have, even these kids now, like the younger kids or the next generation,
Mm-hmm.
they know, they're smarter in a way
Yeah.
because they know how to maneuver it more. You know
they're
what I'm
also
saying?
dumber.
But they're dumber though because they're doing
dumber.
anything.
And
They're doing anything for it. They have no morals. No morals. No
I'm not
morals.
gonna
Lack of
lie.
morality.
Because I feel like what's lost is like things used to be like shameful.
Yeah.
Things used to be like secretive.
Right.
Like you didn't want people to know.
Right.
And it's like now those things that like we used to like be ashamed of or not want.
It's in. It's in.
It's what is literally what people want their name to be attached to. And it's strange. It's very strange. So I don't know.
A lot of the things that people go viral for, I'm like, damn.
Like that's sad.
That's kind of crazy,
That's
bro.
terrible.
I know like 5 people who were like ashamed to admit that they did that shit, and you're like out here like doing that shit for real. So yeah, I get what you're saying. It's a gift and a curse in a sense. It's like it is a helping hand, but it's like a what the fuck kind of thing. So I get that 150%. But I think too, it's a lack of these kids have to work less than we did because it's so accessible.
Their attention span. Like I was literally.
But
just
you even
talking to
notice
my
it in
mom.
songs. How long a song is. Songs are like 1 minute and 30 seconds down 2 minutes, you know?
Right.
When we were in school, like songs used to be like standard hook, verse, right? Bridge, something like a something like now it's like you just say something catchy. I'm out of town, thugging on my rounds.
What?
and then it's like what the fuck?
And
what the fuck?
Crazy
That's it. Yeah.
And that's the thing, like. Because I listen to all these things, right? Because it's important to at least know some things. I don't listen to everything because I really, like, it sickens me sometimes to listen to the radio. I'm like, what is this shit? Like, this is garbage. Like, I cannot, like, subject my mind to this.
Facts.
But, like, the reality of it is, like, I don't care how long it takes. And I mentioned this in another interview. Like, I literally don't care how long it takes. I'm not going to compromise myself, my integrity, my morals, my talent. I'm not going to compromise my talent to sound ignorant and stupid and catchy.
Right.
You know
because
what I'm
it
saying?
sells.
Because
it sells.
If you don't like it,
right.
I'll wait until this fad
and
goes
it will
away.
end. It will end. It will end.
Because there's no substance. There's no substance in the shit. So like this, it can't.
Yeah.
Because if it does, we're like back in like Flintstone times. If
Facts.
this shit lasts too much longer.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
People's attention span is so short because guess what? All we're doing is this. We don't like it, we move on. We don't like it, we move on. Back in, like, you know, when we were in school, we had to watch that shit.
Facts.
Until we could get to the next
Until
thing.
we can get to
You
the
know
next
what I'm saying?
thing.
So
like it
we
was
were able to watch.
Facts.
And pay and have a conversation and pay attention to what someone's saying. Now, like, it's like,
you don't even have to. You can literally check out of a conversation with someone. You can be talking to a person in person. You don't like what they say. You can just pick up your phone.
and
then you can just zone in.
And you don't feel like nothing's wrong
like,
with
and it's
it.
like, bro, what the fuck? Like what the fuck?
Me? You do that to me, like, we got beef.
Yeah,
like,
it's real beef. Like,
but
yeah,
in
definitely.
this day, they're just like, oh, you picked up yours, I'll pick up mine.
I pick up mine. Like, oh, okay. I guess the conversation's over. It's kind of sad, though. It's like a lack of so much shit. Lack of intelligence, lack of fucking, I feel like compassion.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Empathy.
Integrity, morality. Like I said, nobody has morals, like, anymore. Like, people, I remember a few years back, people were on the internet sucking cucumbers like fucking nuts. Like that was a thing. Like, it was cucumber parties. It's like, bro, it was you're lucky. It was the weirdest shit. People were going to the grocery store, like, putting cucumbers, like, trying to see how far a cucumber can go down their throat. Like, to where rappers were talking about it. Like, I'm like, this is really what we're doing in the world right now. It's like the craziest fucking thing. So it's insane. And it truly is insane. And all of that just goes back to go back to the music portion of it.
Right.
You're dropping music that really means something, that holds some type of substance, that, like, even your latest shit, Phases, it means something. It goes through the phases of love. It takes you through some type of emotions. You feel a heart in it too. Even now, rap and R&B, I feel like it's so blurred.
Yeah.
Like, people be singing and calling it rap. And people be rapping and calling it singing. And it's like, people be doing rock and calling it a hip-hop album. And I'm like, it's no real, like, morality. But this sounds like real, like, R&B. Like, this sounds like rap or singing music. This isn't no crossfade. You're not going to be confused on what you're getting. You know what I'm saying?
Right, exactly.
And you get different emotions through it all. Is there a song that you like the most and you like the least?
So the most, oh man. So Put You On and Feelings. Those are probably like
The
like
most?
my top two. Oh my goodness, Leave You Alone is a gem, but we won't touch on that right now.
Okay.
But I'm gonna revamp. We're gonna push a visual. I did a video. I did an entire music. I did an entire music video to Leave You Alone. And do you know Raheem?
Yeah, 350.
Yeah.
Who passed away? Rest in peace, 350.
Yes,
Yeah, I
rest in
do.
peace.
I do.
So I did an entire music video to that, and he was in the video with me. Like,
Wow.
he did the video for me.
Wow.
And it was crazy because, you know, obviously he's an artist, and he was like, I've never been a video guy.
Long live him, Bill. But I will say this though. I don't know him personally. I didn't know him personally. I was really close with his sister.
Okay.
At a point. He was one of them ones, bro.
Yeah.
Since you brought him up on the show, I typically like I was gonna stay away from the subject.
Yeah,
but
truthfully, the same, and just mentioning that song just brought it all.
But he was one of them ones. I want to say that though. Anybody watching this, if you're from the city, long live 350 Heem, bro. Just me personally, I just want to say that. But one of the, to me, honestly, I don't know anybody from the city rapping industry who really made it as far as he did. Who reached, and he was just probably at his peak. Like he was gonna keep going. Yeah. So that whole event is just unfortunate. And that was the
thing, like Tallahassee loves him.
Nah, I remember
loves him.
I remember 2018, it was 2017. Somebody really said to me like, "Yo, you listen to 350 Heem?" And this is before I knew anybody, and I was like, "No." And they played Time of Day. She wanna fuck with the cake. No, how can I give it a time of day? I got money on my mind today. That shit, and I was like, "Yo, crazy. Whoever the fuck this kid is fire." And everything he dropped after that was a success. So. Yeah, long live him. Prayers to his family because that shit is horrible. I know what it's like to lose somebody like that, so that's horrible. So, but yeah, either way, the fact that you got to do some shit with him is dope. That's dope as fuck. So, that's dope. That's dope. That's dope. So.
But yeah, so Leave You Alone. That is a dope track, and I'm gonna revamp a video. We didn't get to complete it. You know, both of our schedules were all over the place, and we didn't get to finish it. So
I got you.
So yeah, we're gonna do a video. I don't know details on if
but it's some shit. You get the right videographer, like they could take what you have.
Honestly and truthfully, like I can't think about it.
You can't even think about it. I feel you. Nah, I feel you. Nah, at least, like I said though, at least you got that type of work, that type of sound, because he was one of them ones, so it's gonna be a good verse. It's gonna age very well. I know, random. I seen somebody post that his last project that he just dropped, probably like less than a month ago, already did 2 million views.
It goes crazy.
Crazy.
It's really good.
Crazy. 2 million.
Yeah.
Out of Lakeland is like insane.
Taking chances. Yeah.
Taking chances, yeah. And that was the third one. So he did 1, he did 2. My favorite one is 2, personally.
And it was so crazy because you hear the growth, like, yeah.
Good. Very talented. Very unfortunate situation. But nah. What is your least favorite song? What's the one that you like the less? Like what, like out of your discography, which one do you hate? Like, you know, everybody has that one song.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, Candy Rain makes me cringe. It really does. It makes me cringe. Which one is that?
I don't see it on here. Hold on.
And mind you, like, and it's good. It's a good song. But it does. It makes me cringe.
It makes you cringe. What's cringy about it though?
It's overly sexual. And it's overly sexual.
I got you. I'm understanding. I
recorded it like a few years ago, and my manager heard it. We were just going through the vault, and she was like, "Oh my God, I think this is my favorite song."
And then you put it out.
I don't know why. I did it.
But still, that's kind of how it made you feel at the moment. Like, yeah.
So I was just like, "Oh, Daisha."
I got you.
But you know what? Because at the end of the day, like, you know, you'll always make music that you maybe don't like, but other people love. So I was just like, okay, if she hears something in it, like,
whatever, let's go for it.
I'll do it.
Did it do well?
It did okay. Like, people like it, but the thing is, because it does sample.
I got you. This is a great sample.
So, and that's the thing. But I'm not there.
Okay, I got
you know what I mean? So where I am today, like, that's not really what I want to That's not what I want to
Portray.
That's
I got
not
you.
what I want to do.
I got you. So, what can we expect from you? I know you just dropped the EP, The Phases, and you also just dropped a song though recent too, right? For Life, right?
Yeah. So yeah, I dropped a single right before the EP. And that's what I do. Like, I drop singles, you know what I mean? And because the thing is, like, I want to feed the people who are listening to me. So I'm not going to wait to have a project and make them put those things on repeat. If I, you know what I mean, create something great, I'm going to go ahead and put it out.
What am I holding
it for?
What are you holding it for?
What am I holding it for?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I put music out, just like you'll see with Phases. I took 2 fan favorites and put it in. So... Excuse me. And that's what I'll do. Like, I'll drop music that I make that I feel like, you know, my people will love. And once I decide to do a project, if there's something that I'm like deserves to be on the project, I'll grab it. I don't care. It's my music. I can do what I want.
100%.
You know?
Yeah, facts. And that's the best part about being independent and about being technically, I guess, unknown, quote unquote, is because we have full control over the music.
Yeah,
we could decide what we want to do and how we want to portray it. So that's dope.
Yeah.
How far is it you want to take this? Like, if you could say where you would see yourself in 5 years from now, what would you say? What's your goal with this shit?
I mean, realistically, like, I don't know if I necessarily have a goal because I don't really know where God's gonna take me. You know what I'm saying? So I don't necessarily know if I have a goal because, like, I don't want to say, like, I want to be signed because God may make a way where I don't need to be signed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I really don't necessarily have a goal. I just know I don't want to slow down. I don't want to get lazy. I don't want to, you know, like, the
get
progression.
Comfortable, complacent.
Right, exactly. The progression that I'm at now, 5 years, I'm telling you right now, like, I don't know where I'm going to be, but I know it's going to be great.
But it's only up.
It's
only up from here and up and up and up and up. Facts.
So, yeah, I just, like, I trust God and, like, I believe, you know, in the promises that, you know, he gave me. And mind you, like, and this is just a quick touch because I know, like, at the end of the day, like, I'm not perfect. I'm not, you know, like, living, well, I don't think I'm doing too terrible, but I know lukewarm, you know.
Right.
I get it. You know
I get what you're
like,
saying,
I'm not, but at the end of the day, like, it bothers me when people feel like they can't talk to God or they can't reach for God or listen to God because their life is not 100% clean. Right. Because then how does God bring people to him?
Right.
You know what I mean? So I want people to stop saying that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Don't stop someone from reaching for God or looking for God or praising God or because I don't care what it is. God did everything for
Facts.
me. You know what I mean? Like
100%.
Good, bad.
Look at your life. Like everybody just look around. Like
you know. So realistically, like, I just know wherever it is, it's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be amazing. Yeah,
it's facts. I agree. I think wherever it is you're going is gonna be dope. Like I said, I feel like I've known when I seen you singing, it just made so much sense. Like, of course she's here doing the show. Like, why wouldn't she be? She's a great singer. She has a great voice. So I think that's very, very dope.
Thank you.
We're gonna wrap it up. It was great. It was definitely great to see you. There is one portion of the show that I want to do, being that the show is called Sorry for What. Every time I have a guest, there's one thing before you go.
Okay.
I need you to say something that you've done or you've been involved in that you feel like you did something you should be sorry for, right?
Okay.
Like I should be sorry for this, but really you're not though. Like something on your shoulder is like, you know, fuck you. Like, actually, I should have did this, but I'm actually glad I did this because, you know, sorry for what? Why would I be sorry? You had it coming for you the whole time.
Oh my gosh, that's terrible.
It's terrible. It is. I feel like, I feel like me asking that question is always like the evil twist at the end because you always have such a good time, and then I throw that question, and you're like, what the fuck? Like, dang, maybe I could have did that different, but like, I'm not sorry about it though. I would do it all again.
Oh gosh.
I would do it all over again if I could.
Oh man. Okay. Yeah.
Let's hear it.
So
I'm excited.
Every time Salem's Gyros has
I'm crying.
Gyros buy one get one, I get them.
Right.
Okay. Every time.
And
I gained 20 pounds in 6 months.
Yo, get out of here, bro.
And now I got to lose 10 pounds before Atlanta. So I'm going to be real hungry. No more gyros.
But it was good though. But every time you ate that shit, it'd be fire. What you get? What's your order?
Everything.
Nah. I'm not gonna hold you. The gyro on a late night. If you get the actual gyro on a late night, bro.
It don't even have to be late. I think okay, and I'm like nothing. If anybody needs to talk about an eating disorder, legit, and I'm not being funny, like legit,
right, because it's a real thing.
I feel my eating disorder is different. Like ever since, like for the last year, I want to eat. Facts. All the time. I want to eat everything. And it's so good. And it's got to be good stuff. And I got a problem. So I got to go to rehab.
I'm not going to lie. I feel like that about alcohol.
What?
Every day. Every day I'm like, no, this is my last weekend drinking.
I just laughed very loud in that mic.
I'm not going to hold you. This is my last weekend drinking. And then it's 2 weekends later and I'm back outside. I can't help it. I'm drinking inside at this point. I'm drinking on my couch casually. Like a fucking granddad. Yeah, what's good, nephew? Drinking a fucking drink. I need a flask or some shit. It's bad. It's bad. But.
No, but legit. There's probably a few things that I would say sorry for what. But realistically, I'm not giving it no shine.
I feel you. No, I feel you. Yeah, nah. Anytime I ask that question, some people I get two answers. I get like a nah, I'm not answering that, or I get a something crazy that I'm like, bro, I should cut that. That's crazy that you said that.
Yeah, you know what? I ran up on the block.
Yeah, I ran up on the
block.
I aired that shit out. It's something crazy. I'm like, whoa, gang.
Smoking on the.
Yeah. Something crazy a nigga say. I'm like, bro, chill with this shit, bro.
Don't you have an open case?
Nigga, hold on, gang. Now I'm a witness. Now I'm a fucking accessory.
Right.
I don't need all that extra shit. So
after the fact.
Yeah, nah. But anyway, either way, man, thank you for coming. I do appreciate you. It's been late. It's late as fuck, but you still came.
And I still have these glasses on my head.
Yeah, but you came.
The sun's not even out.
The sun's not out no more, but you still came, and I do appreciate that. And even with all the technical difficulties, you didn't complain. You came. You showed up, and great energy. So yeah, it was a good vibe. I do appreciate it, and yeah, this episode will be airing soon, guys. Thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in. You can come back anytime, typically. If you have an album you want to promote or something coming out, you want to come back, feel free to come back. It was dope. And yeah, man, I do appreciate you. So we're going to wrap this up. This is episode 27, I believe. Maybe 28. I'm not exactly too sure.
Why didn't we find out? Can we find out?
Which episode it is?
Yeah.
Nah, I'm going to find out as soon as this is over. The reason I'm saying 27 or 28 is because we did the live event. And that may count as an episode, but in all actuality, this is probably episode 27. So
I would just wanted her to check because my birthday is January 28th, so it's
if you want it to be 28, okay, perfect.
It's 1/28.
Okay, 28. You want it to be 28, so this is episode 28. This is episode 28, and yeah, of course. And you said when is it? When is it? You said when's your birthday? January 28th.
January 28th. So 1. I'm the one.
You're the one. Okay.
On the 28th
episode. I'm understanding.
I'm
understanding. So this is episode 28, and I appreciate you guys for tuning in. I'll see y'all next time.